let's see some questions on what we have learned. The first question is, the first thing that should be done when you discover that an intruder has hacked into your system is, number one, disconnect the computer facilities from the computer network to hopefully disconnect the attacker. 2. Power down the server to prevent further loss of confidentiality and data integrity. 3. Call the manager. And 4. Follow the directions of the incident response plan. The correct answer here is 4. During the audit of business continuity plan, the finding of most concern is the phone tree or the phone book has not been double checked in 6 months. The business impact analysis has not been updated this year. Test of backup recovery system is not performed regularly, but the backup library site lacks an APS. Now, what could be the possible answers here? It is 3. That is, the most critical asset for the company is its data. The backup and restoration must be tested to ensure that this critical data is always available. The next question. The first and most important BCP test is the fully operational test, preparedness test, security test, or desk-based paper test. So the fourth one is the correct answer here. Desk-based paper test is the first of the 3 tests and is considered to be the most critical to perform. When a disaster occurs, the highest priority is, number 1, ensuring everyone is safe. 2. Minimizing data loss by saving important data. 3. Recovery of backup tapes. And 4. Calling a manager. So when we talk about people, process, technology, we put people first. So even here, when a disaster occurs, the highest priority is 1, ensuring everyone is safe. That's the correct answer. A documented process where one determines the most crucial IT operation from the business perspective is the business continuity plan, the disaster recovery plan, the restoration plan, or the business impact analysis. The answer here is business impact analysis. The primary goal of a post-test is 1. Write a report for audit purposes, return to normal processing, evaluate the effectiveness of the test and update the response plan, report on test to the management. The correct answer here is 3. Evaluate test effectiveness and update the response plan. A test that verifies that the alternate side successfully can process transaction is known as a structured workflow, parallel test, simulation test, or preparedness test. The correct answer is a parallel test. Now, the reason why we are giving you so much questions here is for you to get an understanding of what exactly it is. And if you have registered for taking the exam, it will help you a long way. Let's talk about incident management. Now, we have already discussed what an incident is. An incident is an event which has an undesirable effect on the business process or the business itself. So, in simple terms, that is incident. So, how do you manage this incident? Now, we'll look at the definition of the incident or various terminologies. Incident is any event which is not a part of the standard operation of a service and which causes or may cause an interruption to or a reduction in the quality of that service. So it is basically an undesirable event which is not a part of your standard operation. That means it is something that you do not do in your day-to-day operation of a service and which can cause an interruption or reduction in quality of the service that you are offering can be classified as an incident. What is a service request? Request for increased functionality for new services, not a failure in the IT infrastructure. So it's a service request. We give a service request and say that we need more functionality in this application or we need more processing power in this particular server. So that's a service request. Then major incident is an incident for which the degree of impact on the user community is extreme. and which requires a response that is above and beyond that given to the normal circumstances. So we have seen that major incident, what has to be done and all that. So a major incident is an incident for which the impact is very high, and it requires a response also that is equally fast and different and effective when compared to the normal incidents. A problem is a condition identified by multiple incidents exhibiting common symptoms or from one single significant incident. It could be a hack, it could be a failure of a hard disk, it could be the crash of the network, anything. Indicative of a single error for which the cause is unknown. So something happens in the organization where the cause is unknown, but it has caused a significant problem. What is the goal of the incident management? It is to restore normal service operation as quickly as possible and minimize the adverse impact on business operations. Basically, this means using all available resources to get the user back to productive state as quickly as possible. Now, productive state as quickly as possible means resume normal operations as quickly as possible. What are the benefits of having a good incident management? It minimizes the disruption and downtime for our users, that's the organization's users. It maintains a record during the entire incident life cycle. So it helps you to maintain a record during the entire incident life cycle. If you manage it properly, the documentation should be good. This allows any member of the service team to obtain or provide an up-to-date progress report. Then you also build a knowledge base of known issues to allow quicker resolution of frequent incidents. These are the benefits of having good incident management processes. Now, what is the incident life cycle? There is incident detection and recording. So first of all, the incident occurs and you detect it, you record it, then you classify and seek initial support. So it leads to a service request. From the service request, there is a service request procedure. From there, it goes to the resolution and recovery, investigation and diagnosis, and then the incident closure. But during the life cycle of this incident, there is also incident monitoring and tracking at every stage of the incident life cycle. There is a formula here, impact plus urgency equal to priority in incident management. So I plus U equal to P. Here, impact is defined as number of people affected by the service outage. There can be different levels of impact. It can be a low impact where only one customer is affected, where no executive or executive staff are involved. Then it could be a medium impact where several customers are affected, or an executive or executive staff are also involved in that. And then there is a high impact, the whole organization is affected. Complete department or building is affected, revenue or financial system itself is affected. So that's a high impact incident. Now, urgency is defined as the effect of the event. Urgency is defined as the effect of the event on a customer's ability to work. This is not to be confused with how urgent the requester believes the incident to be. So it is basically defined as the effect of the event on a customer's ability to work. There are three classifications here, low, medium and high. Now under low, ability is not impaired. The customer is requesting extra or additional functions or services. It could be a service request. Medium urgency, abilities are partially impaired and customers cannot use certain functions or services. Let's say an internet banking facility where certain activities are not available for a specific period of time. So the customers raise a request. High urgency abilities are completely impaired and customers cannot work. Say the internet banking site itself goes down. Then it is of a high urgency classification. The third is the priority. Priority is based on the impact and urgency. The priority determines how quickly the issue needs to be addressed. Again, here there are low, medium, high and urgent priority. 4 categories here. An example is low priority work to be completed within 4 business days. Under medium priority, work is to be completed in 2 business days, high within 4 hours, and urgent within 2 hours. So this is how the impact, urgency, and priority is determined. We come to the end of module 3. BCP DRP in itself is a very vast subject. We have just introduced you to the concepts of BCP DRP. Now, as we go on, we propose to teach you in-depth BCP and DRP and about your RAID, about the network redundancies. Cloud you have already seen in module 2. So we will actually go into these subjects deeper and deeper as we progress during different course levels. Now we hope to see you in module 4, which is basically the network security. And thank you all for seeing this session.